In today's video, we're going to be talking about what the best Cav pairing is. Is it going to be Emrys Bakshi or Bakshi Emrys? There is really nothing else if we're talking about Cav, unless you get into flying, and that's not what we're talking about. So stick around in this video to figure out which pairing is better for you. Let's get it. Welcome back to CO Gaming, and today we're going to be talking about the best Cav pairing, or at least the best between Emrys and Bakshi, which order you should run them in. So let's just kind of jump right into this. So I know a lot of people ask this question. I get asked this question a lot. Which is better? Should I run Emrys as my main and Bakshi as my deputy, or should you run Bakshi as deputy or main and Emrys as deputy? So my boy Death here has graciously took the time out of his day to do some testing with me. He is one of those that believes Bakshi is better in the front, and I think Emrys is better in the front, so we're just going to test this theory out. There is some huge differences between our two marches. He has a fully 6-star awakened on Emrys and Bakshi. Everything is pretty much maxed out for him, and then I am a little bit higher level to where I have a awakened Emrys, and my Bakshi still needs a little bit of work. So with that being said, there's going to be a little bit of differences, and we will kind of discuss those after we're done with this fight. So let's just get this fight started and see how it goes. All right, so we're getting lined up, and we're going to get this show under the road. Let's see how this goes. Let's pop that War Frenzy on. Make sure we get that buff. I figure this is going to be kind of an extremely close fight. Ultimately, I do think he's going to win. Having both fully awakened is going to make a pretty big difference in the general aspect of things. But if I stay pretty close, which it looks like I am, then I think it might be it. Like, I don't know. It's going to be hard to say. We're going to see how this turns out. I don't think you can actually go wrong either way if you're running Emrys, Bakshi, Emrys. I really don't think that it truly does matter. Something to have note with this fight, we are actually doing this with no pets and no artifacts. Just straight base, talent trees, all that good stuff. So like we all wanted the most even fight possible. And of course, like I said, our levels are a little bit different, but at the same time, he has a fully awakened Bakshi and I don't. So I think it evens itself out in the long run. But as you can tell, this fight really kind of came down to the wire. Very little separates. Once you get this low of health, the winning army usually just kind of pulls away by a couple thousand troops. So let's go have a look at the report and see how this actually turned out. So it looks like, I lost 285. He went 214. All right. So in the general aspect of things, he had 6% more physical attack. And then I upped him on everything else. But as you can tell, he was fully awakened on both. And I am 5232 on my Bakshi. So I feel like that makes a huge difference. I don't know. I think if I had to honestly say right now, based off of one report, I feel like if my Bakshi was fully awakened, I win this fight. I have more physical attack at that point. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know. I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say Emrys Bakshi is the better march. I feel like if I was awakened on my Bakshi, 6-star on my Bakshi, I win that fight. I don't see a point in saying that I don't. I think the stat difference is a huge loss with being 5232. I think I win that fight. So we're going to do another pull real quick here, and we're going to test out artifacts. And a pet, just kind of a full loadout build. I run Kingslayer. He runs Spring Blades. I would run Spring Blades if I had it. But we're going to see kind of which one is better in the grand scheme of things. If he wins by more this time running his artifact compared to me running my artifact. As you can tell, I got a 10-3 hit there. And it looks like he's going to get... he pulled about a 14, 15K. He's clearly got the edge in this fight, and I think that is completely Spring Blades. That thing is just nasty. It does so much damage in the grand scheme of things, like so much damage that thing does. That tick is nuts. The hit's nuts. Definitely no question here. Spring Blades is the better weapon. Artifact. It's definitely the way to go. So if you can get your hands on a Spring Blades, definitely roll with it. But for the most part, I think it's pretty simple. There's not going to be a whole lot of difference between running Emrys, Bakshi, Emrys. I think it's super close, but I would honestly and take a gander to say I would give Emrys, Bakshi the slight edge when it comes to that. Just because the way this fight turned out, like I said, I'm not awakened on Bakshi, and I feel like if I was, I win that fight pretty much all day long. Those percentages for like your attack and defense and stuff there's just not enough differences between them to really make a difference for me. So I feel like if I could close all those gaps, even them up, and maybe even be a little bit better if I was actually fully awakened on Bakshi. But we're gonna do this again at the end of the season. And try it out because I'll have a maxed out Bakshi by the end of this season too. But please, in the comments down below, leave your opinions, leave your comments. Let me know what you think on this build. And we're going to wrap this up. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Great helps me out. Smash that like button. Until next time, CO out.